Good afternoon, everyone. Futures Berzio here, Friday, July 26th, 3:16 p.m. NYC time. Hope everybody's had a great week. And I made a video yesterday just talking about me trying to shift more of my focus to higher time frames, and so I just want to make a quick video today and just bring you up to speed on what's happening. As I said yesterday, for me, this is going to be a big adjustment because I've been trading on the shorter time frames for so long. And first couple of days was a little dicey. I had a little bit of FOMO, wanting to jump down to those short time frames. But the last couple of days have begun to adjust, and I still have a little bit of that feeling, but it actually has been nice the last few days not having to be glued to the charts for hours in the morning. I can actually go do other things, and I only have to look at the charts, a few times a day now, basically, and just see where things are at, especially using Heiken Ashhi Smooth candles, which, as you guys know, are my preferred chart indicator here. So I'll just give you a quick update, and we'll make this fast, and then just close it out for the weekend. So let's start on copper. This is September copper. This happens to be a 12-hour chart, so because I was looking at levels. So let's jump back to the 4-hour. So here's the 4-hour, and you can see I did take a short. Now, not ideal to be taking a trade this late in the day on a Friday, but if I'm going to go by my system, I just said, you know what, I'm just going to do it, and if it's a loss, it's a loss, and we'll see. So you can see what happened here. I mean, we're definitely still in the downtrend, and this upward movement is pretty corrective. And you can see this upward movement in terms of how long it's been going on is pretty much equal to these last couple of ones. And I said, as soon as I see a red candle on the 3 or 4 hour chart, I was going to go short. And you can see there is now a red candle here on the 4-hour chart right here. And so you can see I am short right now. So I'm just going to hold it. In terms of stop loss, if you go down to the 1 hour, so instead of putting it right above here in case we get another, push up and retest of this zone, I put it up at the next swing high up here where I had this 1 hour level horizontal line drawn from yesterday. So that's my stop loss placement. And for targets, if we zoom out a little bit, let's go back to the 12-hour. So we have been at this level down here before. You can see we had this area way back here in May, and then just this week we tagged this level again. You can see this red candle tagged and then bounce. So if this area holds and we continue the downtrend, if price comes back to here again, I'm thinking it's probably just going to go right through it because it's already tested and bounced. If the buyers fail to take hold, this probably will just go right through it the next time it approaches it. So because of that, I'm not going to just put my take profit back to this previous low because I think that's a little too conservative. And again, if it comes back here and the sellers really do take control again, I think it'll go right through here. So my take profit right now is sitting back here at this previous swing back here. And, that's the more conservative level. A more aggressive level would be back here at this contract low. But we'll see what happens when it gets down here. If it gets down there and hits my take profit, I'll be really happy. And if it gets through that, then, there'll still be opportunity to go to this next level down here because this is a 12-hour chart. There's still quite a bit of room in between here and down here. So we'll see what happens. So that's copper. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. No big deal. So the rest of these, there's nothing going on. This is gold. You can see we've been retracing on this since yesterday. You can see I've got several levels drawn in here. I've got this level, which this would negate the downtrend up here. This is a little 1 hour level here that I drew in, which you can see we've come up to and just kind of stalled out. I drew this yesterday, but you can see it's come up into it and just kind of sitting here. If we turn on our candlesticks, you can see price has had a hard time breaking through here. So I'm still pretty confident this will go down again. And if it does, and again, I drew these arrows yesterday, so this is not in hindsight. I drew these yesterday, just suggesting that price would bounce, and then if this downtrend continues, again, I think it'll blast right through this level the next time because it's already been here before. So probably will come down again, and then this will be the initial target. Let me turn off these candlesticks. This will be the initial target down here, and if not, again, back at these contract lows down here. So next week, obviously it's not going to happen today, but next week if we get continuation and we paint a red candle here on the 3 to 4 hour chart, I probably will consider taking a short and putting a take profit again back around this level right here. All right, so on to the NASDAQ, kind of the same story, right? We're retracing. I still feel this is in a pretty aggressive downtrend. So again, I'll be waiting for maybe a little bit more retracement up, and then on a red candle here, again on the 4 hour chart, I would consider a short. And again, this would be my next profit level. First profit level would be down here at this previous level. If I turn on the candlesticks, you can see price has been here before. So this might be a conservative one. If it breaks, if it gets through here, then there's a lot of room down to this next kind of area down here. This basically this whole zone down here and at the contract low down here. So we'll see if I put my take profit here or if I just let this run. And because this would be the third visit of this area, because we had this here, we had it right here where it kind of like chopped through, and then we had this revisit. So if it comes back down here again, I mean, even if this is as far as it got, it would be a great trade. But I have a feeling it probably will take this area out and keep going. And this would be, this level down in here would be a great target. So we'll see. The first thing we have to do is, get a bearish signal, which we don't have right now. So that's that on the NASDAQ. Again, this potential setup for next week. And then finally on natural gas, really did nothing today. We've been sitting at this low down here since yesterday. We did actually break it a little bit today. You can see right here. We just kind of breaking through it here on this last 4 hour candle, which is fine. There's no signal here. I mean, I will not enter this until I get a pullback on this 4 hour chart. Get some blue candles, at least 3 or 4 blue candles like you can see here on these other retracements. I'm not interested in trading this now. So again, there's no trade on this. This one is probably a ways out because we'll have to wait for a retracement. So that probably, even once we start to get that, that'll probably go on for at least a full trading day, full 24 hours. So we'll watch this into next week. If we get a pullback, which we might get one off this level, even though it's popping through here now, I wouldn't be surprised if we wick out on this. Buyers step in here at the end and then push this thing back higher, and kind of do what we saw in the other markets, which is, maybe pop through here, retrace, and then eventually break lower. So we'll see how that plays out. But like I said, right now, there's nothing to do on this one either. And that's really about it, guys. So we'll see how it goes with copper. We'll keep an eye on these other three, especially gold and NASDAQ, for potential signals next week. If we get some short signals, and like I said, natural gas, we'll just sit on this one for a while. And so anyways, guys, that's kind of the day trading, the kind of the swing trading aspect of this using Heiken Ashhi Smooth, and I hope it was helpful. Questions, comments, leave them down below. As always, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope it was helpful. And like I said, any questions at all, put them down below, and I will, of course, always answer them. All right, guys, you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks.